Today I'm reacting to deaths you won't believe that actually happened by Zack films. From seeing a human head bite a person, causing an infection which later resulted in death, to a milk factory worker getting stuck in a machine which decapitated her. And I'm not even joking, look, this is literally the most traumatizing video you will ever see, and it gets worse throughout the video.
He charged full speed at his office window while students cheered, but the window frame gave way and he fell all the way.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's like a 0.001% chance
To his death. You see, he was trying to demonstrate the strength of the window, as he had done many times before, to impress the students. But this time, he went back for a second try, and didn't know that the window had slipped out of its frame.
That's so sad. That's so sad, bro. Oh my god, she's the most traumatizing deaths ever, man. That's so unfortunate. Fun fact, even after falling from a building, the window still didn't break. The moral of the story, nothing is 100%. Did not overshoot it. Exactly, y'all. Imagine the terror of the face of the students as he was flying to his death. This is really traumatizing. Yes, bro.
The warrior
Great start to the video. Not even a second in, bro. This is like half a second in, and all right, that's Zack films for y'all. That's Zack films.
The warrior chopped off his enemy's head as a trophy after winning the battle. He tied it to his horse and started to ride home. But as the horse galloped, one of the dead man's teeth scraped the warrior's leg. Now, it was just a small scratch, but it soon became infected. Bacteria from the wound spread through his blood, shutting down his organs within days. And while the warrior had killed his enemy, in the end, the dead man claimed the final victory.
Wow, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yo, that is like karma on another level. Literally karma on another level. What the hell? That smile was the sign of victory. Yo, seeking revenge from the beyond the grave hits different now. He never gave up, and even after death, he succeeded. Yeah.
She collapsed on the train tracks, and the train was coming fast, but her dog didn't run.
No.
Bit her shirt and pulled. Foot by foot, the dog dragged her toward the edge, and just as the train was roaring past, she was out of the way. But the dog was hit by a wheel, slicing through its leg. The train screeched to a halt, and the conductor found the woman unconscious but unharmed, with the bloody dog laying beside her. She was rushed to a vet and survived, but now lives with 3 legs.
Hey, at least the dog survived. What the hell? Yo, W dog in the chat, bro. Yo, let's get a clap up for the dog. That's actually like the hero of the day. I have the utmost respect for that dog's loyalty and bravery in pulling her to safety, and I hope he enjoys a happier and healthier life on his 3 legs. Yep. Seriously.
The tank flew across the room, striking the boy in the head. You see, he was undergoing an MRI scan after a surgery, but during the procedure, a staff member accidentally brought a metal oxygen tank into the room. And when the machine was turned on, its massive magnet pulled the tank into the chamber where the boy was laying. And despite medical attention, he passed away 2 days later.
I know that staff member must feel so bad, bro. Fun fact, MRI machines are never off. Once they're bought and set, they turn on once and remain on. So at all times, entering the MRI room with a metal is not allowed. Wow. That should not even be considered as an accident. Really unfair. Rest in peace here, bro.
If you cut off a
great way to start the video, Zack films.
Dead person's finger, you might think you could use it to unlock their phone, but the sensor actually checks for the body's natural electricity, and this stops when a person dies, making the finger useless.
Well, we have Face ID nowadays, so
now if you try to use the corpse's face to unlock it, the sensor would look for slight movements to make sure it's a real living person, but it would quickly notice that they're dead and you'd still be locked out.
Wow, Zack really made this short as if anyone's gonna use a deceased person just to access their phone. Hey, you never know, bro. I swear you never know what's going on in people's houses, bro.
The magician was locked in the transparent coffin, handcuffed and wrapped in chains.
Hell no.
Next, it was lowered into a 7-foot hole, and as the audience watched, 7 tons of dirt and cement.
Cement? See, I like dirt. Okay, I understand, but cement? You're asking for death.
Was poured over him. He planned to escape in under 30 minutes, but as soon as they finished pouring, the coffin suddenly collapsed. Rescuers tried to dig him out, but it was too late. He had already been crushed to death by his own stunt.
How do you even get out of the... Oh, what? I'm sorry, but like, what's the point of the cement, bro? Like, digging yourself into the hole was already a crazy stunt. Adding the cement? Yeah, you're asking for death.
Doctors use stethoscopes stethoscopes to listen to your heartbeat. And this works when sound waves cause the flat part to vibrate, transmitting the sound. But before stethoscopes were invented, doctors would just listen to your chest with their ears.
Sign me up. No, I'm joking.
If they heard a heartbeat, they assumed you were alive. But if they couldn't hear it, they would sometimes pronounce you dead. This caused a legitimate fear that if the heartbeat wasn't heard, people might actually be buried alive.
Oh, hell no. A deaf daughter would bury the whole town, bro. Dog looking freaky ass out.
While talking to her fiance, she mentioned that a truck was circling her. Then the truck stopped and a man got out. But he quickly got back inside and shined a flashlight around. She thought nothing of it, but a moment later, her fiance heard her scream. He drove as fast as he could to help her, but on the way, he heard someone call his name from the truck that passed by. He turned around to chase it, but damaged his car, bringing him to a stop.
No.
Despite years of searching,
No.
she was never seen again.
I hate this. This is like literally a movie death, bro. I don't even like this video idea, like where I just watch videos. I just don't believe that happened because I really hope they don't happen because they're so traumatizing, man. Like, seriously. The story has baffled me for years. The fact that she's been missing for over 35 years, no one knows what happened to her, and the guy that killed her basically got away with it, pretty much.
They struck him with
I'm not even joking, not even half a second, but we have a new record. 0.25 seconds, and we already been hit with something traumatizing.
a car, killing him before speeding away. But this was no accident. You see, 2 years earlier, they had found him living on the streets. They took him in and helped him, but what he didn't know was that they'd taken out a life insurance policy in his name. After they staged the hit and run, they collected millions. And they did this 2 more times before finally getting caught and sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, honestly, like life or even maybe in death, bro. Like, jeez, bro, that's crazy. Those two were not just evil, but greedy as well. They could have just stopped at once since they got millions, but they kept going, which led to deserve justice. Yep, I'm glad they got the best of them, bro.
They squeezed their shoulders into the flooded tunnel while holding their guns against their chest. Next, they used their feet to inch backward until their whole body was inside. Even though it's filled with water, there's just enough space to breathe. And once they're in...
Okay, I just gotta pause this. I would die from panicking, because what the heck? Bro, that is so scary. Imagine the level of water rises just a bit and you're done. You're done. You're actually done.
There's only one way out. They have to keep moving through the tiny space without drowning. Now, this 9-foot tunnel is part of the Commando's training, and a warning to recruits is written above. If you enter, you die.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, bro, ain't no way. Like, dude, imagine the water level rises, bro. You're actually done for. The amount of discomfort from this can be felt just by imagining. Yeah, bro, this is horrific. That's so scary. Bro, that's so that's like literally, in my opinion, the equivalent to almost getting buried alive. My claustrophobia can't afford that. Yeah.
Her scarf got caught in...
I just know this about to be crazy, bro. I just know this about to be crazy. This is about to be... Yo, this is so bad.
The conveyor belt where she was working. The powerful motor got a hold of her hair and pulled her head into the mechanism. And there was no switch near the machine for her to stop the conveyor belt herself. Coworkers heard her yell and ran to stop the machine, but there were too many tubs in the way and they couldn't reach her in time. The mechanism was so strong that it cut her throat and she was decapitated.
Yo, I'm glad this is animation, bro. I don't even want to watch it. Do I want to continue this video, bro? Do I want to continue this video? Bro, what the heck?
They rang the doorbell and ran away, laughing as they hid nearby. But the homeowner inside was furious. He ran outside yelling and then jumped into his car. The teens ran to their car, but he chased after them in the street. As they drove away, he caught up to them in his vehicle. Suddenly, he rammed his car into theirs, causing them to swerve off the road. The car hit a tree and ended up killing 3 3 of them.
Oh, hey, this is why you don't mess with some people, bro. I swear, this is a genuine reason why. Because you never know, you might mess with the wrong person, man. And when you do, stuff like this happens. Glad he didn't overreact. So glad he didn't escalate the situation and stay calm. A true man.
He usually kept it rolled up and put away because his beard stretched over 4 feet long and past his feet. He forgot to put it away one day when a fire broke out and he tried to run. As he ran down the stairs, he accidentally stepped on his long facial hair. He stumbled, lost his balance, and tragically broke his neck and died in the fall. His beard was collected from his face and is still on display in a glass case.
Like, no, I'm literally having, I'm not joking. I've watched many countless Zack film videos. This was the worst video of ever. Like, if I did a try not to react to like this video, I would have lost. This is crazy, bro. Being as the guy who died by tripping over your own beard is one hell of a way to be remembered. Bro, regardless, bro, like, that's just so unfortunate.
He took pictures as the ash burst from the volcano, racing toward him at over 100 miles per hour. But he didn't run. You see, he knew there was no time to escape, so he kept documenting the eruption as the sky went black. When the cloud got too close, he wound the film back into its case. He packed the camera, placed it in his backpack, and lay on top of it to protect it. And 17 days later, rescuers found his body under the ash. Later, his photos were published around the world, the only ones taken so close to the eruption.
That's crazy, bro. Scientists study his photos for years to gain a better understanding of volcanic eruptions. He died a hero. Yeah, he died for research, y'all.
The boat struck at full speed, knocking the woman underwater. You see, she was in the water with her sons in a swimming area, but one boat had ignored the rules and was racing through the restricted waters. She saw it coming and had only seconds to react. She pushed her son out of the way, saving his life. But there was no time to save herself, and the famous musician was killed instantly.
Famous musician? No, music is such a beautiful thing to create, and oh my gosh, that boat driver should be in life in prison. Who goes into a non-boat here? Exactly, bro.
The poodle fell and hit the head of a 75-year-old woman. Both died instantly, and a crowd gathered around them, spilling out into the street. A passing bus hit a different woman who died from the injuries, and a nearby man suffered a heart attack from the shock of seeing all 3 deaths. He died on the way to the hospital, making him the 4th victim of the dog's fall.
That was one unlucky dog. That dog is literally cursed, bro. Hell no, that's scary, bro. But hold on, I shouldn't be talking trash, because what if that dog is about to do something to me? And I know it's just through the screen. That's how cursed that dog is, bro. The domino effect isn't that bad. The domino effect. Again, third party is wild, yeah.
They decided to throw rocks for fun, sending them tumbling down the cliff. But what they didn't realize was that an experienced climber was climbing below. He was nearing the top when one of the rocks, about the size
Prepare, y'all. Prepare.
Of a bowling ball, struck him directly on the head. His climbing partner helplessly tried to save him, but knew that there was nothing he could do. The hiker who threw the rock later confessed, but despite the tragic mistake, no charges were filed.
The guy lost his life. The friend lost his companion. The thrower for a living trauma. Yeah, bro. I think I had enough of this video. I think this video was the craziest Zack Films video I've ever filmed, because now these devs just, I couldn't take them. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here. You know what? Better content than this, more wholesome.